Wagwan people, we are back. Caribbean FC episode 39 and 3 games and the transfer window shut. So, kicking things off straight away with more players leaving. Like I said, it's been a revolving door from the last episode. Gore has left as well, 1.9 million. Getting on a bit, was a great servant for the club, but he had to go unfortunately. So he was going as well. Another one that left the doors as well. Like I said, we're kicking people out left, right, centre. My little bouncer man there just booting people out of the door. The receptionist is like, damn, everybody's going, man. He might be next. So next one to go, Amari Bell also left as well. Great servant for the club, but getting on a bit. We need some fresh legs in this team. And like I said, we're just kicking people out left, right and centre. I'm trying to build the funds up to try and get 2 more players in. Hopefully it doesn't backfire and we get relegated this season. But Mendy went for 1.45 million. Again, players that probably won't make the cut the next couple of seasons. So after kicking a couple of players out, we kicked off in the Premier League against West Bromwich Albion away. Obviously the first game we drew with Watford 3-3. We need to try and get some points on the board as well. And West Brom are going to be one of the teams that are going to be near the bottom, struggling with us. So we need to make sure we win these 6-pointers, as they call them, to be fair. So this West Ham lineup, completely different from the team they've got nowadays. But again, it looks like a team that we could do some damage against. Caribbean FC, Amos in goal, Romero, Leach, Hull and Ahmed are back 4. Bakuna, Hutchinson, Baptiste as well in there, with Brother Bailey, Billy Taylor and Ibrahim in the building. So again, one of our stronger teams. Probably Ajiman maybe for Hutchinson in there. But again, not a bad little side at all. Could we do some damage against West Brom? And damage we did do. So again, like a team we've probably come across against in the Championship before as well. Ibrahim doing some delightful skills on the wing. And again, like I said, we look like a fresh team. Watford game took us by surprise. But Billy Taylor, look at that. Oh my goodness, this boy can finish. Billy Taylor made it 1-0 early doors at the Hawthorns. That's what we need, a good start, a fast start against these brothers. And like I say, if we can pick up points against the teams that are going to be in the lower half of the league, I think we'll be in good stead as well. But like I say, defensively has been our problem so far. It's one thing I'm looking to try and improve. And like I said, I've been searching the market for everybody to see if there's anybody that's born in the Caribbean that we could purchase, even if they are playing for another nation now. And like I said, with this series, we can only buy Caribbean-born players or use players from Africa in our youth academy. But from there, West Brom's attack, we went all the way through. And Billy Taylor again smashes in another one. He's taken the Premier League by storm, this brother. And he runs over to the gaffer to thank him for buying him from Sheffield United last season. What a player this Jamaican brother has been. 2-0 up at the Hawthorns after 16 minutes. I'm liking what I see so far. West Brom, though, being the home side, we're not going to give up like that. Plenty of chances for them too. And again, our defensive positioning was just shocking. The goalkeeper keeping us in most of these actions, to be fair. But West Brom, from the corner set piece, eventually taken by this brother on the wing. Ball was whipped in, we headed out clear, but just went all the way through. This is what I'm talking about. Defensively, we don't look up to massively scratch for this Premier League. Hull is retiring at the end of the season. He is 32, nearly 33. Leach is still decent, but defensively, we've got young fullbacks as well, to be fair. But 2-1, second half. Brother Bailey then went on a nice surging run, and again we've still got that pace to burn to counter-attack teams. Brother Bailey laid it inside to Hutchinson, back inside Billy Taylor, absolutely cleaned out with a little suplex move. What on earth that brother was doing, I don't know. The penalty himself taken by Billy Taylor. Can he get his first Premier League hat-trick? Billy Taylor stepped up, sent the keeper diving straight down the middle. 3-1, Billy Taylor gets a hat-trick in the Premier League, and the Caribbean faithful following us down to the Hawthorns, have a nice little celebration as they're going along. So Billy Taylor made it 3-1. West Brom did get a consolation note, last ditch. Or did we win 4-1? I can't remember now. I recorded this the other day. What the else did we do? This is so bad. I need to write notes or something because this is bad. I can't remember if it was 3-2 or 4-1. Looking from the attack, Charles Cook, I remember now. Ball across, beautiful. Brother Bailey made it 4-1. Yeah, I knew what I was talking about. I knew from the get-go what I was on about. Don't worry about this thing, you know what I mean? 4-1, Brother Bailey made it. And a good convincing win, and 3 points well needed. Like I said, we're going to try and hit that magic 40 mark if we can, as quick as we can, and then push on from there. But Billy Taylor gets the match ball, 4-1 win at the Hawthorns. Caribbean FC get their first win on the road in the Premier League, and hopefully long may that continue, brothers. So with that win, obviously it's early days in the season. It did put us into second, but no one else had played. So we'll probably do mid-table after that. So Obviously, we sold low last episode. We needed a backup striker. So with Danny Jean, 72 rated, 22-year-old from Haiti, seems an ideal replacement. And again, we got him for 2.7 million. I do believe it was a little bit less. I tried to get a little bit less out of them. I think I tried to screw a little bit more money out of them. Did they accept it? I can't remember now. 15%, 2.5. I'll take that. We sold low for 5 million. So it meant I can get a striker in that was a few ratings lower than low. But it meant that we could also then go for extra players. So negotiations for the system was good. He wanted rotation, 5 years. He was happy with 17k a week. So Danny Jean joined the club. So another striker, short in stature, but has that pace that we always like to look for in this Caribbean team. Pace in abundance. And again, his agent had a nice little bundle as well, so we didn't mind getting that kind of thing on board. So with that as well, we still had a few other players that we wanted to offload on loans and sales as well. So we kicked another brother out of the club. He had to go as well. So again, like I said, we're down to the last few players that we've transfer listed. We had a huge squad. And again, we have got Champions League this year, but we didn't need all these extra players. Plus, we'll hopefully have some more coming through the youth academy that'll be decent to join. So another one was Kevin Balogun. He was never getting anywhere. He's a striker, Nigerian brother, so he went for just under £700,000 as well. And again, like I said, it all added up and helped us in the wage budget and in the transfer budget situation across the nation. So like I said, we need, I've got Brother Bailey and we've got Jean in for backup striker. We need a centre-back and a left-back as well. So I had to make some wholesale changes and hopefully rely on the fact that the brothers won't get injured and they'll have fully fit for the season. So another one out the door as well. Vivian Gibson, never increased at all since we found him, so less than 600k. The frustrating part is when we do sell them, you only get like 70% of the fees going to your transfer market. So we'll sell someone for 5 million and maybe get like 3.5 million out of that. You know what I mean? It's kind of dookie, to be fair. So before we did more negotiations, we then played Burnley in the Carabao Cup. Again, Burnley, a championship team, so I rotated our squad quite a bit for this game, hoping that we'd do some business against these brothers. So like I said, Blake started. Owusu, our new youth academy player, came in at right back. Labataderi, Davis is in there as well. Ali, another Ali left back. Thame, Russell, Sagna, Hassan Jean, and Regan Charles Cook on the right hand side. And we are playing it now, brand new third kit, looking absolutely beasting. So Burnley, won't lie, had their chances in this game, especially playing against our second string. Sagna also in there as well. But we did take the lead. Nice little ball inside. Regan Charles Cook shoots, deflected through. And we got a penalty though from that. A bit of a soft penalty, but I'll take it. And hope you brothers are liking the new kits as well. But Danny Jean stepped up to get his first goal in Caribbean colours. Nice way to get him off the mark as well and getting up and running. So Danny Jean up and running with the goals for his account as well. I like the fact that his rotation, like I say, Billy Taylor played the majority of the big time games. He'll only play Danny Jean if he is short on fitness. Or again, we've got a cup games. Then Hassan, who was actually transferred, went on a beautiful run, knocked it across, and a beautiful header from Sagna, who looks like Adji Man's little brother, to be fair. Made it 2-0 after 32 minutes, and the second string brothers were doing their thing in the Carabao Cup. Like I said, I'm going to play mainly these guys until we get maybe quarterfinals, semis if we do. FA Cup's probably the one that I'll probably play more, the sort of stronger side. But if we get to a Carabao Cup final, bonus again, because we will be in Europe hopefully. But like I say, it depends on the draw, what we get and who we get and how we get on in the cups, to be fair. A little bit of WWE going on there with the players, but Burnley did come back into it. Shot across. Blake should have done a lot better with that save, to be fair. The guy then fell into the net. So 2-1. Burnley then got a little bit stronger, but we held them off. Did well, tried to do our thing. Intercepted balls, and again, Russell recycling things. Owusu out wide. Regan Charles Cook's had a great start to his career here. Shot from distance, beautiful. Got his first goal as well in Caribbean colours. So some nice debut goals for a few of the players as well that we've just signed this season. We actually got Regan Charles Cook on a free transfer earlier on in January. I completely forgot about him. The brother just turned up one day. I was like, I'm here to play. And I'm like, what the Ross? I don't know who you are. And then he showed me an email from back in January. I was like, okay, yeah, fine. Take a seat, brother. Here's your shirt. Burnley, though, found one back at the roll to the end. A bit of a soft goal again for Blake to concede. But we held on to win 3-2 in the Carabao Cup and we're through to the next round. So a little bit of a scare, but all-round good performance. But as you can see, defensively, we're still pretty poor. So we were down to hardly any money left. Garcia and Sterling was ones we're looking at. Gravelan was also born in the Caribbean, but has opted to play for France. He was my #1 target, but again, I couldn't afford him. So between him and Firpo, to be fair, So looking at it, brothers, we've got Malsar as well, who's 75 rated. And then we've got Shaquille Penis, or Pinas. So with the money that we've got, it was kind of in between whether getting Gravelon and then maybe somebody else. But if we went for Firpo, we could then probably get Pinas as well. So waiting for Firpo. Firpo obviously being the Caribbean-born brother. Not at the best of seasons with Leeds United in the Premier League this year, but it is an upgrade from what we've got, and he will come in handy, I must admit. So, Leeds, I don't know who that is, I don't know if he's Jesse Marsh's cousin or whatever doing the transfers for us, but we managed to get him for 10 million. Wages again weren't too bad. In the Premier League, we've got quite a bit of wiggle room, should we say, to give people some good money. And hopefully Firpo will do well for us. I mean, he's played for Barcelona, Real Betis. Like I said, it wasn't the greatest at Leeds. Most Leeds fans will agree with me. He ain't welcome back. But for us, hopefully he can do a job, and him and Ahmed at left back can be our decent left backs for the club. So Firpo joins. And again, like I said, it keeps it Caribbean style. Took the number 2 shirt for some dumb reason. That's a bad start already. Left backs are always number 3. But never mind, Junior, you can have that, that's fine. So Junior Firpo joins. He gives us that Premier League experience a little bit. Also gives us a bit of an extra age in the squad as well. So Firpo joins for 10.2 million. And then we press on with the press on. So after that, we then played Tottenham before the transfer window. And this was a tough game. We drew with Watford. As you know, we beat Burnley in the Cup. And we also beat West Brom in the League. So I'm thinking Tottenham, yeah, we're at home. We can give them a good game. Tottenham were in no mood for no shenanigans, let's put it that way. Tottenham came and turned up in this one. So we're going to have some games where we are going to be against the rope, should we say. We've got to try and ride them punch best we can. But this Tottenham team is a good team. We've got Suckerman in there, Riggerman, Bruno Gomes, Jude Bellingham in centre midfield, and Cisco Duro. I don't know how Duro is. But they've got plenty of these brothers in there. And then Son as well in that bad boy too. So yeah, looking absolutely decent. I mean, that is a good Spurs team. That's a Spurs team that could probably potentially win the league, to be honest. So yeah, Spurs handed our asses to us, to be fair. Firpo on his debut didn't have the best of days, let's be fair. But Tottenham looked absolutely beasting and a feasting. And one player in particular looked unbelievable against us was Heung-min Son, who just, as you can see, just rifled it past that keeper. No messing whatsoever. Son just absolutely rifled it in the corner. So Tottenham took a 1-0 lead after 10 minutes. I was thinking, oh God, this is going to be a long day at the office. But I know against the top 6, top 8 teams, we're going to struggle. But, you know what I mean, the main thing is we beat teams in and around us and towards the bottom of the league. Tottenham, again, just kept putting all the pressure on us. And even when we were trying to escape, they're just pressuring it like mad. We couldn't get anything going, to be fair. We had limited chances, should we say. Look at that, straight on us straight away. And they were not messing about, pinging the ball from left to right, going round our players. And like I say, I'd be surprised if Tottenham don't finish in the top 3 this season with the squad and team they've got. Duro looks a good player, and again, just absolutely tore us apart. 2-0 up before half-time, and it wasn't looking good. We needed a miracle in the second half to get back into this one. Tottenham, like I said, tearing us apart. I'm not too sure if Harry Kane is still there. I didn't look on the bench, to be fair. Second half again, like I say, Ajiman broke through a couple of times, but we just couldn't get that final little bit of an extra run. Somebody's making a run off the ball, doing their thing, and when Tottenham had it, the counter-attacking pace is unreal. As you can see, Hull is not really the quickest back there with Ed Cisco. He's our club captain, so we'll bear with him, but ball came in, touch inside. Look at that movement from Tottenham. 3-0, Jude Bellingham, and that's all she wrote. So a 3-0 defeat at home to Tottenham. It's a learning curve in the Premier League. It's going to take us a few games to settle in. It's going to happen, but like I say, Tottenham do have a beasting team. So that put us in 9th position anyway. A couple of teams still have a game in hand, but 4 points from the opening 3 games. I'll take that. A win and a draw and a defeat, but it is what it is. And then the biggest departure of this episode, Casey Palmer. I know. It was a tough decision. Our top assister in the Europa League and in the Championship, again, wouldn't sign a new deal. 4.45 million, but it gave me the extra bit of clout to then get Shaquille Penis or Pinas or Pina. I don't know how he's really called, but anyway, we're waiting for that. We also slung in Ali as well because we didn't need that third left back. We managed to get him in, and it left us with a few £1 million as well to also do a little bit of business with our youth academy coaches once they come back from scouting across Africa, and it gives some room to sign some players as well, because there's nothing worse than using all your transfer budget and then you can't even sign any of the youth academy players. So Pinas joins, it gives a bit of strength in depth. He took number 3 for some reason. Why didn't Firpo take that, I don't know. But yeah, it gives us a bit more strength in there. Next episode, we've got Man City, Liverpool and Wolves in the Premier League. The Champions League draw has been made. You can see we've got Porto in there as well and Juventus. So we've been given an absolute dookie of a blooming group stage. Look at that. Leverkusen, Porto and us. I mean, to be fair, we came through the Europa League. So I can't see us getting past the group stage, I'll be honest with you. This is a tough month for us. The first month in, Man City, Liverpool, Juventus and Porto. I mean, come on, man. We're going to, at least if we can get a point from any of them, I'll be happy. Wolves is the one, really. We'll try and win that game, but Liverpool and Man City are probably going to tear us a new one. We gave Liverpool a good game in the FA Cup final, but it's going to be a tough day at the office against both of those teams, to be fair. But this is the squad after the transfer window is shut. It's a lot more thinned down now. We've kept more of the sort of decent youngsters. We've still got a couple of brothers that can still be sold, like Hassan, for example. But overall, excuse me, brothers, we've got a decent team. And I think we've got enough to stay up in the Premier League. Have we got enough to get out of the group stage of the Champions League? I don't know. If we can finish third, that'd be good. I don't mind dropping into Europa League again. That'd be decent. But with Juventus and Porto, all depending on how their squads are now, and Leverkusen, you never know. Leverkusen and Porto could be the games we could get points in. Anyway, brothers, hope you enjoyed another episode. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Peace and love, brothers and sisters. And I'll see you on the flip side. Peace!